Welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's video, we're going to talk about Litecoin and where do I think the price is heading to, at least for the short term. On December 28th, I made a prediction regarding Litecoin when Litecoin was like $28. I think like $30, right? I made this I made this prediction regarding Litecoin hitting like $40, right? And we hit $40 on the dot, like on Bitfinex, like 41.60. And on Binance like 39.71, right? So I just updated that post, right? Yesterday, I think, like this January 6th, right? So I updated this post, right? So that's about it for Litecoin. You can follow me on TradingView, right? So let's take a look at the chart, right? When you take a look at the chart, the first thing you can see like is this clear inverted head and shoulder. Okay, we clearly broke this inverted head and shoulder, right? So, but an easy way of looking at it is that you could be anticipating a one-to-one extension, right? And if that's the case, you're looking at Litecoin right around, $53 to $54, right? Litecoin at least, right? At least $53, right? If this scenario plays out right, just play out correct. So, but let's say you want to, use your Elliott wave counting, right? So, as you got your, you can clearly see you got a 5-wave structure in this area. Followed by an ABC correction, right? You got your ABC correction. Now we got another 5 waves structure, right? 1, 2, and most likely this is wave number 3, because I was thinking like we're gonna get to wave number 5 by the time we get to like $40, right? But it seems like this is wave number 3, and then wave number 4 gonna be somewhere around here, and wave number 5 somewhere around that area, right? So let's just say wave number 4 gonna be about like 50% retracement, right? So, and then 35.75 to 34.75 in that range, right? So, and then we're gonna get wave number 5. So that's the most probable way of looking at it right now. It's too soon to say like Litecoin gonna hit $52, right? It's because even though like we're gonna hit like $52, you still need like your Elliott waves, right? The price cannot just shoot up to $52 straight in 1 second, right? I mean it can, but if you want to be logical, you need to count your Elliott wave, right, and see how the price gonna get to that area. So that's the first scenario. That's the second scenario, right? So if that's the case, right, this is your wave number 1, 2, and wave number 3. So you would be looking at wave number 1, wave number 2, 3, and 4 gonna be somewhere around 38 to 37, right? And then you're gonna get your wave number 5 at 52, right? So let me change this color, right? So this is what you're gonna get, right? So basically this is just some internal waves, right? I said it like on my last video about Litecoin, right? This is gonna be your wave number 1, you got your 2, you got your 3, 4, and 5. So once we get to wave number 3, which is 45 to 43, right? We're gonna come back deep in this area, into this area, because we cannot go deep into wave number 1, right? If that's the case, right? So we have to get stopped right around this area of of 37, right? 37, let's say 38 to 37, right? Before we complete the wave all the way up to 53, right? And this wave number number 5 also gonna get some 5-way structure also, just like the rest, right? Just like these. So that's what I'm expecting, like, from Litecoin to do. Other than that, you could be looking at like a bearish scenario. Let's say this neck and this inverted head and shoulder did not break clearly did not break the neckline after we retrace deep into the right shoulder. We most likely gonna retest this area. And make a new low right around like $18 or $19 Litecoin, right? Because you would be looking at a simple ABC correction, then simple A, B, C correction with a 535, right? 5, and then 3, which is a ABC, and then another 5, right? So that's most likely what we're gonna, not most likely, but if that's the case, right? If let's say we get to $44 to $45 and then we start to see like a lot of selling pressure, and then the price goes below this area of support of $37 and then got into like a 32, we most likely gonna make a new low. So I would be like raising a red flag of Litecoin going back to $18 to $19. But let's say we get a strong support right around like a 37, definitely with 80% chance we're gonna hit $52 or $53 or even $57, right? It all depends on the volume, right? And then the type of FOMO we're gonna get. So scenario number 1 is a neck, to break the neckline with the inverted head and shoulder scenarios. The other 2 scenarios are like, to be bearish, right? The first one is to be bearish and then make a new low. And then scenario number 3 is just to follow the correct Elliott waves, a 5, a 3 5-way structure, right? Just like that. Another one. So you got your 5, 5, and 5, right? So, and then we're gonna hit like a 53 to 57 anyway in that range, and then we're gonna retrace deep into the area of 35. It would be okay after we hit 57 to come back down to 35, because you would be looking at a full retracement, right, of this entire waves, right? So you would be looking at price coming back down to $35, right around 34, even 34, right? 62% retracement. So it would be okay, and then most likely going to make another type of upward correction, right? So, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. The target number 1 is to hit $44, right? So once we hit $44 in this area, we're gonna update the price. So that's what I'm expecting from Litecoin, to hit $33 and hit $34. Hit $34 and hit $45. So, but we're just gonna have to wait and see once we hit $45, right? Anyway, in that range, right, 43 to 45. It doesn't have to be accurate. So, alright, if you like the content, hit the like, subscribe. Let me know what you think down below. If you think like Litecoin gonna hit like a 53 to 57, next month, or if you think like we're gonna make a new low, because those are the only 2 scenarios we have in place right now. Either we're gonna hit 45 and then go lower, or we're just gonna hit 45 and keep going, right? So thank you for watching, right?